Good morning, everyone. Welcome. My name is Menachem Creditor. It's my honor to serve as scholar in residence and rabbi for UJA Federation of New York. We bring you Torah and music, blessing, and community every weekday. We've been doing so since March 18th, 2020. Today is Thursday, February 19th, 2026. That is one day closer to 6 years of Torah every single weekday morning, with a few exceptions. It's good to see all of you, Tara and Neil, Boker Tov. Let's see who else is here. I'm going to shift where the screen is so that I can see our friends on Facebook too. Hope that you and yours are safe and well. It's been a privilege to be part of this learning community, and especially these last few days as I've broadcast from Sydney, Australia, where I've been blessed to spend some time with my family. It's so good to bring you with me wherever I get to go. And to show solidarity with the Sydney community is nothing short of urgent and sacred and beautiful. Ariel, my love, nice to see you. Everybody on Instagram, give some love to Ariel, my daughter. Bensi and Susie, it's good to see you. Lydia and Linda, Jack, Deborah, and Arlene, Jacqueline and Rosa. Chodesh Tov, it is still the beginning. Did I say Boker Tov, Judy? If I did, it's my mistake. It's good morning here, so Boker Tov from Sydney. Even if it's Erev Tov, good evening wherever you are. Lydia and Camille, good to see everyone. Okay, let's take a breath. We'll sing a bracha. We'll learn some Torah. And the goal, by the way, is to be broadcasting at 9 o'clock in the morning again tomorrow, where I'll do so from New York. Let's see if that happens. Yai lai 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 lai. Diddy yai lai lai lai. Diddy yai lai 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 lai. Ay ay la lai lai. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher kiddushanu b'mitzvotav v'tzivanu la'asok b'divrei Torah la'asok b'divrei Torah hafoch ba v'hafoch ba la'asok b'divrei Torah. Today I lie, 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 lie. Today I lie, lie, lie. Today I lie, 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 lie. I lie, lie, lie. So good morning, good evening, good afternoon, everyone. It's good to see you, Deborah, sending you a refuah shlema, healing to you. I want to first share an experience, and then I'll connect it to the Parsha. Yesterday, I was blessed to go back to Bandai Beach with my sister, Tzira, who, as you likely know, is a survivor of the attack from December 14th. And among the things that is extraordinary about my sister is her ability to convene others. She brought together other survivors at an invitation that I was hoping would be possible. And we would meet at a location. Once they got there, we'd tell them where to meet us. We met up with them at a cafe right off of the beach. But we hadn't made arrangements. So when we got to the cafe, my sister said to the maitre d', to the server, this is what's happening. We're bringing together survivors from the attack, and we're hoping for the chance to be present with other survivors and to give them the chance to talk. Immediately, the server set up a table for us a little bit removed from the center of the room, lowered the volume of the music, which was out of sensitivity because often loud noises can be very triggering for survivors, and people little by little trickled in. One of the people there was a grandfather who had brought his family that day. One was a mother of many children who'd brought her family, and each person shared from their hearts. A shaliach, an emissary from Israel, who runs an institute called Beit Halochem for injured soldiers of Tzahal, was present, and everyone brought their story. And it made the moment and the space sacred. The space itself was provided for by the cafe without any warning, and while we were speaking, the server was clearly moved by what was going on. She brought a box of tissues without a word. She continued to refill everyone's water glass without a word, but I could see that something was happening. I had brought copies of my new book, We Will Prevail, which is, of course, written by locals here in Sydney and elsewhere in Australia, as well as global voices of solidarity and support. I'd given them out to the survivors, and as we were leaving, I took the server aside and I said, "It may seem quiet what's happening here, but what an extraordinary thing it is that you've helped happen. And maybe you'd like one of these." And I offered her a book. I said, "It's a Jewish voice, but it's meant to affirm humanity. And what you've shown here is just so special." And she began crying. And she said, my mother and I have very close Jewish friends, and I was here that day, and this means so much. I'd like to bring this book to my friends who host us. I know all of the foods from all of your holidays, and I think I want to read it first. And in that moment, so much happened. Survivors were able to speak and be witnessed. My sister's ability to facilitate that group was extraordinary. The server herself showed such kindness and also was hurting. And we were able to help each other. We brought what was within us. And that connects directly to this week's Parsha, on which I'll offer the shortest of comments. Parshat Terumah is about the building of the Mishkan, the building of the portable desert tabernacle. And one of the things about it is that everybody had the opportunity to contribute. And the word Terumah is different than mitzvah. Terumah means a donation. And the language in the Torah is litrom. People gave, people whose hearts were willing. Kol asher nadiv libo. When their heart was willing, they would give. And as we'll find out later, too many people wanted to give too much. And no fundraiser has ever said this. So please do not take this seriously when it comes to your giving, especially to UJ Federation of New York. But Moshe had to tell them to stop. There was too much. But God's command in the verses is also v'yikhud li truma, and you should take for me truma, but li, for my sake, meaning for the sake of another. In this case, it's for God through the work of the Mishkan. But we understand, friends, that each one of us brings a unique gift. And what a powerful thing it is to have witnessed yesterday morning on Bondi Beach, survivors bringing their stories, and a server who hadn't yet told her story, bringing tissues and water and care and compassion. And among the most sublime of privileges, friends, was that I got to represent you. UJ Federation of New York empowered me to come here and asked me, wherever possible, to carry our good name forward. And so that was incredibly humbling, to be present with these other human beings and to bring love, to bring support, to bring a listening ear. I would bless us just to remember what a gift that can be, to create, as Linda just wrote, safe opportunities and places. You can't do it alone. Sometimes a stranger who turns out to be a friend is necessary. She'll bring the tissues. You'll bring your heart. And everyone will have, if not what they need, they'll have something more. What a gift. What a gift. Mindy sending love to New Zealand too. So let's take a breath, friends. From here in Sydney, I'm sending my heart to the west. If you're in the States, you send your heart to the east. But wherever you are, let's incline our hearts to our people and to people at large. May this be a moment where we remember the gifts we can each bring. And may we never hesitate when we have the opportunity. Kol hod balevav pnima נפש יהודי הומייה, ולפתי מזרח קדימה, עין לציון צופיה. עוד לא אבדה תקוותנו, התקווה בת שנות 2000, להיות עם חופשי בארצנו, ארץ ציון וירושלים. להיות עם חופשי בארצנו, ארץ ציון וירושלים. Am Yisrael Chai. See you tomorrow, friends. Regular time, 9 o'clock. Please, God. Take good care.